Welcome to another episode of the Roundtable. I'm your boy Corey G at Trey Speed and the graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak. Special guest D Myers in the house. Small Arms Danny is still on daddy
paternity
duty.
leave, right?
He's actually daddy gang now.
He is, straight up.
He's been saying daddy for like 5 years. Shout out Danny. We're here, Hugh White Chevrolet in Lancaster, my friend Billy's dealership, because we got a great announcement. If you can see behind us, we are giving away this Mercedes-Benz for the I Want Abs contest this year. First off, I can't even believe it. I remember back in the day, like I couldn't wait to get my first Benz years ago, the money green 1D. It was lit as a motherfucker. It was probably really like mint green. I called it money green, but we was just making it happen back then.
I still remember when you brought it over to my house. You brought it over and you're like, you gotta take a picture of me flexing in front of the money green Benz.
Hell yeah.
Hit that double bicep in front of it.
Super sick, bro. I already had. Listen, I pulled it off the lot. I stocked it for months. I had the CD ready to go in. I was gonna listen to Tupac, Picture Me Rolling.
Yeah.
I was so fucking prepared and then it was like a whole new way of operation. So what I kept thinking, we always had a great narrative around the Rolex. So it's like one step even more, right? We're trying to level up. So it's like now it's like, let's send a fucking car to somebody. Let's fucking ship it. Let's have them drive in, however we do it. And the second prize is a Rolex. The third prize, $10,000 in crypto, like up in the ante across the board for the company. So the reality is this can transform way more people. So it's a blast to give this away, but the reality is there could be a lot of lives changed because of this. So it's pretty exciting. So what are your thoughts, D?
Well, I'm still thinking about the money green Benz, and here's why. So I remember one time when you first got that thing, and someone said, hey, I don't remember whether you pulled into like a country club or something, but someone asked you, they said, what kind of personal trainer drives a Mercedes? And you said a really good one.
That's exactly what my answer. He didn't even know how to answer back.
Right. So kind of the same thing here. When someone wins this and someone says, oh, why do you have Mercedes? You're going to say, because I crushed it.
Yeah.
Not just because I got in shape or made a little transformation. It's like I had the most epic transformation in the entire world. And that's why I got a Benz for it.
Thousands of people.
No one's going to be able to, doubt it or throw any shade whatsoever.
No, it's sick. Cole?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to, like, whoever wins this, every time they get in the car, they're going to think about, like, the 12 fucking weeks they grinded their
all
ass
the
off.
lunges.
Every time they get in there, they're bumping, Tupac or Biggie or whatever. They're going to think, like, holy shit. Like, they're going to think back of, like, 12 weeks ago. They weren't looking the greatest. They weren't feeling the greatest. But now they operate like a fucking boss, and they're driving a Benz.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It might almost be impossible for them to fall off after that. A lot of times people go through a transformation and then kind of fall back or whatever, backslide. Yeah. How are you going to do that when you got a Benz to get in every day?
You get in, you're like, damn, I'm up 12. I better get my shit together.
It's the new standard.
Yeah.
The new standard.
It is
for
a new
sure.
standard.
Yeah.
You're right. So when you came in and saw with the bow on it, Trey, and you're involved in a situation like this, like, talk about that feeling, because I mean, the pictures that you're going to take, the video you're going to help with today, being involved in this company, as young as you are, to be able to have a prize like this is wild.
I mean, I think it's all part of the story. So, like, we always talk about that every Rolex has a story, So, like, every time they look down at their wrist, like you were saying, it reminds them of the 12 weeks that they're going to put in to get there and to earn it and everything like that. And so I think that as well as every Rolex having a story, now this Mercedes is going to have a story too. So every single time that someone hops in, starts up that engine, it's going to it's just going to trigger that in their brain and take them back to all the hard work and everything that they put into to get there.
Well, and I've always talked about material items are not about showing off. They're about how you operate. So, like, when people ask me about these type of things, it's like it's an expectation. So that's what it is. Like, to your point, D, it might keep them in check to, like, hey, I know what it took to get this. How could I let that slide? This is like the way that I operate now. This is the same thing with the watch or any of these prizes. It's like you should be reminded, and that's how I've used things like this my entire career. It's not like, yo, I'm here, let me like show it off. Yeah, when we fuck around, but the reality is when I put it on, there's an expectation. When I get in, there's an expectation. If I don't live up to that, then the shit's gonna go away.
Yeah.
And that's what I want people to take. So at the end of the day, they're gonna have a clear goal. It's sitting right here. I'm gonna send this motherfucker right to your house. It costs $800 to ship it, U.S. I got you. We'll send it right there. Or you can fly in and drive this motherfucker home. So it's like the reality is that this is happening. This is something I've dreamed of. This is something that this could be truly life-changing for a lot of people, and especially the person that can win it. And I think that maybe there's this seems like a fictitious goal in a lot of people's lives, but it's not. It's actually real now. We're providing it, and I know what that can really, because when you lock onto something like this and you know it's possible, that changes that day you don't want to get up and go to the gym. That changes that extra day you're not in the cupboards eating them chips. That changes whenever you're not drinking an extra beer on Thursday, whatever it is. I think that's what a lot of people need. We've represented those things in our lives, probably more on purpose, but sometimes people need pushed, and to me that's what this is. So it's fucking exciting. Damn, I'm hype. Cool.
Yeah. No, this is so dope. People may think they're signing up for a 12-week transformation contest, but really this is like a 12-week change your life contest.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, just like we heard last year with the last year's winner, Josh Carey, whenever he put that Rolex on and the stuff that he went through, it absolutely changed his life.
Yeah, that's why we're going to run that back too.
Yep.
We're going to put that interview after this because there's going to be a lot of people that listen to this that go, damn, like, is that really going to happen? You can hear Josh, he drove in, got the watch. That reaction was unbelievable.
Just how his face lit up as soon as he opened up the box.
Remember we held it on him for a minute too?
Yeah.
Like we didn't give it to him initially. We kind of waited back, and he could see the bag beside my leg.
Yeah.
I swear I won't drive this thing too much either. We're gonna have it in the warehouse, So it's gonna be sick. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The biggest thing is that, we're trying to really spread the opportunity for people to change themselves through this contest. And so sharing it with your friends, getting your family involved, getting your friends involved. Like a lot of them maybe never even heard of Max Effort, right? But this is a big reason to be able to holler at them and say, yo, these guys are really putting something together that can help us really seriously get motivated, So no one really probably saw this coming.
No.
I think anyone that's sitting on the fence, saying they got a goal for next year or they might try to get in shape for spring break or whatever it is, how could this not, when you see this, how could this not cause you to totally lock in 100%?
Yeah.
I think it's really going to – I'm almost more excited about that than actually getting to give someone such a cool car is getting to see how many people are going to be, ultra motivated for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. When is it's January 9th is when the
January
registration is
9th
gonna open.
Yep, January 9th to the end of the month.
Yeah, we're putting all the assets together right now. We're gonna start telling people, obviously, with this podcast, all the social media, and so it's and straight up, I put in there, you win this motherfucker, you are subject to drug tests. So just don't get it twisted. If I'm giving away a car that's 30 racks, I will pay the $200 to test your ass. So don't try to get me, motherfuckers. I remember, all right? Straight up, I'm being straight because there's people that are going to call that, and that's not what this is about. This is about people trying to up their game, and when you got prizes like this, people are going to cheat. I'm just letting people know, that is in the rules, and it is subject, and if I got to come to your damn house myself, I will. Straight up.
Facts.
Anything else? Trayvon?
No, nothing else. I just people get dialed in for this prize right here. If anybody's watching this video, I know you ain't focusing on us. You're looking at this bench behind
right?
us.
No, it's exciting.
G, you want to go ahead and give the rundown of the rest of the prizes?
Yeah,
and
for
stuff?
sure. Do you have your notes section?
Yeah.
We'll go real time.
Yeah. I got it.
My favorite thing after that bench, Cole, 359. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
I thought that's what we were coming here to do the podcast on today was Cole's bench for the weekend,
I know,
honestly.
Right? It was amazing. It was a highlight. So we're going Mercedes-Benz, the Deep Sea Rolex, $25,000 car, $20,000 watch, $10,000 in cryptocurrency from Pack Protocol, and then we have 4 through 10 is.
I believe it is free XL stack.
No, there's
Correct.
a gift card. There's a gift card of somebody got to have the damn. Everybody's on our phones.
Yeah.
There's gift cards the rest of the way through.
It ain't loading, but it's boss.
Yeah.
It's a boss lineup. I don't just for me personally, I know that. I'm going to be busting my ass to make better content, to do all this stuff like that. And I'm trying to get fucking abs too.
Facts. And I'm trying to go back next level myself. Trey's been lunging for a year. Dustin's always shredded.
I'm ready to get back in shape, though, for sure.
Yeah. We're all next level.
We're all next level. All right, this is a roundtable. We'll wrap it up. I'm your boy, Corey G. It's at Trey Speed. The graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak, and Coach Dustin Myers. Go to maxeffortmuscle.com. We'll have all the stuff on January 9th.
Yep.
Somebody come win this motherfucking Benz. All right, let's roll to the next show.
I know, right? Are we good?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. G in a round table. I'm your boy Corey G. That is at Cole Susak, who's in Danny's spot, but at Small Arms Danny, at Trey Speed, the graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak, and the I Want Abs Rolex motherfucking winner, Josh Carey. Hey, he's in the house. Bro, you're in the video now. You're here, right?
Awesome.
Talk about 54 pounds,
Yep, 54 pounds.
12 weeks. Fucking got abs.
Absolute machine.
You know, if anybody's seen the video, we called him. He's on the beach with his homies, day drinking.
Yep.
Knows he wins a rollie. Hasn't seen the rollie yet. It's right here. We're about to bring this bitch out in a second. And but I want to hear like start at the beginning from a standpoint, Josh. Like you sign up for it. Was there a different dedication? Like, did you know out the gate? Like, was it all in from day one? Did it progress over time? What was your mindset? Like, your body weight was
224.
224.
Yeah.
So Josh is signing up at 224. Not happy with the way he looks.
Yeah.
And then did it just was it out the gate? Like,
Oh yeah, I was all in right
Yeah.
away. Right away. If I was gonna do it, I was gonna go all out for it. So I had a couple friends from college who had followed you for a while, and they said I should probably get into this competition. They were telling me about it. I'm
They're
like,
giving you a
I
little
don't know.
nudge-
I don't
little
know. A nice nudge, like you're a little overweight. Like you probably need to get into this.
Yeah.
And I finally decided to do it. Went all in. We had like a group text, keep each other going, and
like that.
And I'd work out with one of my friends on the weekends for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Hit it hard. So
That's cool. And what I love about this, it's super, like, people can identify with this because this dude did it with 20 and 30-pound dumbbells. Dumbbell shred, anabolic fasting, lunging with a little bit of hoop on the side. Like,
No excuses.
everybody can identify with that. That's what I was trying to explain to some of the guys. Like, I understand that the get stacked plans with all the craziness, like, sometimes that can be overbearing to a guy that doesn't have the ability to do all this stuff. But no one can talk shit. This motherfucker lost 54 pounds in his basement.
for sure.
The fuck is your excuse?
20 and 30 pounds and an ab wheel.
Yeah,
That's all I needed.
Yeah, motherfucker.
All I needed.
I fucking love that. So when he told me that, like, I was so excited because I could tell, like, it wasn't bullshit. Like, this dude just did it with the most basic stuff.
Yep.
Really came down to the accountability piece. Sounds like it was important.
Yeah.
With your friends.
Yeah,
too.
having friends. I had my girlfriend who was very supportive, telling family members just so I just didn't want to feel like I could let anybody down. So they would ask me how I was doing every week, how's it going, how much are you down, and I wanted to be able to tell them, like, I'm winning this bitch.
Yeah. Talk about how I know because you were a college athlete, you played basketball, so it's like you're 27 years old. This, I think, once again, this is our age demo right now. It's 20 to 35, like, but everybody has this problem, like, sometimes when they get to be a professional, they kind of let their guard down. Shit can kind of get to where you weigh 220 real quick.
Yeah.
So, like, talk about that shift, like, it's like the discipline, like it kind of just gets away with you. I think everybody can kind of identify with that.
Yeah. I mean, playing basketball is easy to stay in shape. Once I got out of college, you get a job, 9 to 5. You don't want to work out, don't have the same type of motivation. So that's where all that weight gain came in.
Yeah.
And
I think you said it like in your testimonial too. Like
Yeah.
Something like you couldn't say no to, like, whether fast food, pizza,
fast
whatever.
food, anything, and I wasn't going out quarantined,
didn't have
so
a
that
reason
a
to
lot
say
of people, I mean, I can probably relate to that. I just wasn't doing anything. Then clothes weren't fitting, and I'm like, I need to get my shit together. So
Well, and what he said was, we were out there talking, he's like, yeah, my clothes weren't fitting, but no one was really seeing me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you could kind of get away with it even more, which the pandemic, allowed people to do.
Yeah, and I was always in shape, so like I would show my friends like the before picture, and I'm like, "You look like that," and I was like, "Yeah, I just like stayed at home, kind of embarrassed to go out, like stuff wasn't fitting." So
Yeah. Talk
everybody-
about that
everybody's in
confidence.
shock.
You feel back like you used to.
Oh my god, that felt awesome. Yeah. I mean, on the beach, shirt off last
yeah,
week.
that
Like,
was fucking
I feel great. Like I'm ready to take my shirt off now.
You were charged up. It was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
looking for a reason to take your shirt
Oh,
off.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I fucking love that. I know you got something to say, Cole.
Can you talk about the support again from your girlfriend? Because we were out there and you said something that, like, after the whole transformation, like, basically she was like, wow, like, holy, like, because you guys see each other all the time, but she was like kind of reinforcing, like, holy shit, like, this is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, along with how my friends were, like, you used to look like that. Like, when you're that big, like, you don't really realize, like, how you actually look until I lost all that weight. So she's like, you look terrible, along with all my friends. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. But having her support, we ate well. We worked out together. Even though I was doing the dumbbell shred, she was just doing some other stuff. Having that support and us having a similar goal, really helped. Instead of her like bringing home pizza, like
She
just
wasn't
tempting
sabotaging it.
No, and even I told you at the end, the last weekend I was at another bachelor party, and she told me before. She's like, "Don't fuck this up. Like you worked,
back-to-back bachelor parties.
You worked so hard for this. Like
Don't fuck it
up now." And I was like, "You're right." So like my boys, we were only there for a weekend, but like drinking, eating, whatever. So I'm going up to the hotel room, making protein shakes, doing push-ups and shit.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, came back like I'm winning this because I had the weigh-in that Tuesday.
Oh,
so I was like, I can't mess this up.
So
now,
I had some things like that back in the day where like I got a call for like a photo shoot and it was like Thanksgiving. I remember I was eating turkey salad for Thanksgiving. You know how much I fucking hated that? Like I eat pumpkin pie for my birthday.
Yeah.
Like my grandma's pumpkin pie, she's like 90, bro. Like they're amazing. But I had to like that was a challenge. So events like that's like that next level discipline that goes into how you end up accomplishing something great like this. Really fucking cool. Go ahead, Cole.
Because I mean, a lot of people get to the point where they'll always say yes to like the small things like that. Like if there's like a platter out there, they don't want to feel awkward, so they won't do it. But like with the contest and everything like that, you can just say, "I'm trying to get fucking yoked," and then you had your boys to support you, so they were like all for it. So, that's huge.
That helped a lot, even during the bachelor party. I mean, called me a bitch a little bit, like, "Come on, bro," like drank, but like that's what you expect from your boys. And then, but they understood how hard I'd worked, showing them the picture, like they get it. So. And I'm here. And I'm about to get a fucking
They really
roll,
can't
baby.
talk shit. Yeah, so, all right, so I'm trying to prolong this because I know it's about to be epic. Tell me about, you said out there also, which I'm glad we had a chance like to just kind of bullshit in between, that a Rolex is something you always have really wanted to. So there was extra motivation. And we were talking like, look, everyone aspires to spend money on things like this. But let's face it, like it's a fucking lavish expensive ass item that no one really needs. Like we all hope to get it because we aspire to get, but like the thing that's now a done deal. You're about to get one in a few minutes.
Yeah.
That you have a really great story attached to it. So like talk about that real quick.
So went to school with dietetics. So I'm going to end up being a dietitian.
We're going to talk about that too, which is awesome.
Yeah. But the meaning of the Rollie, I mean, I just as a lot of people probably feel, they're never gonna own a Rollie, like you said. So losing a ton of weight, having abs, and then like getting something that I never thought that I would own in my life on top of that, it's just awesome.
Well, I think this is the perfect time to give it to him, right? Yeah. Oh boy,
I'm so excited.
There you go, my brother.
This is amazing.
The fucking stainless Milgauss took almost a half a year for it to come in.
Yeah, for real. That's nuts.
Yeah, bro, it was real. Thing's already up about 5 or 6 G in worth.
even know how
The
to
box
open
is a
this
whole
box.
nother level. That's all right.
Box is wet.
How do I
Go ahead
open
and take it all the way out. Yeah, take it all the way out. Just pull it out of that, like, yeah, there you go, boy.
You can tell I've had one of these
No,
before.
you're good. You're good. Hey, we all got to learn first time.
Shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Fuck.
Bro.
It's crazy you taking that bitch home with
Bro.
you, boy.
That's awesome.
Man,
That's awesome.
I honestly think, like, giving them away is just as good as having your own. I swear to you.
Fuck yeah.
It's, like, fucking unbelievable. Take that bitch out, bro. Put it on.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, for real.
It's
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's a really cool watch too. Like the Milgauss has got good history to it. Yeah, all the
get it
clasps are a little different, so I'm gonna have to try
He's
to
about
figure
to wear
that out.
this when he's doing the dumbbell shred.
Oh,
You think
dude.
so?
Dude, fuck.
You're gonna wear
I wear that bit. I wear my Rollie with a
I don't know.
fucking hoodie, a wife beat. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think I can get this off. I'm about to fuck it up.
I'll help you. Hold on. Yeah.
I'm scared.
Oh man, this looks good, bro. This is like real. Okay. So hopefully it'll fit the wrist, but you can put your balance. Yeah, there you go. So it should go back.
A little loose.
So also because it comes with like certain paperwork for like so we'll send you up to the diamond seller. My dude will fit it up for you. You'll get the appraisal, so you have all the business part of it. There's like some cards and stuff behind that kind of attaches all that to it, so it'll get you all connected up. So, I mean, it's a true asset.
Yeah.
Straight
awesome.
up. Yeah. So it's like at this point, they're so hard to get, and just like they're never going to go down in value.
Yeah.
So it's fucking awesome, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Fucking cool. Feels wild, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's another thing I'll tell you. It's funny about Rolex. So when I bought my Rolex, or when you win it, however you get it, right?
Yeah.
I read this thing that said like every Rolex owner should wear it or should read this. And the first thing is because you think everyone knows what it is, right? Because I was like, I've been wanting it my whole life, probably like you. And the first thing it says is no one know. Basically, unless you're into watches, they don't really know. You think everybody's like, oh my gosh, this fucking. But it's like such a personal item. And that's what's weird about material things, right? That's really not for anybody else.
No.
That's not, and that's what I realized about mine. When I put it on, I don't give a fuck if anybody thinks it's a fucking Swatch watch. It doesn't matter. I know that I saw Jay-Z wearing it, and I saw all these people I looked up to, that was like one of the items that when I'm in that fucking trailer, I'm looking at like, this is like what fucking the president wears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like you have that build up to it. And then you realize that it really, it's cool to fucking bling or all whatever that bullshit. But the reality is that's going to mean so much because you know every hour that you put into it, bro.
A lot
it's
of
not
hours.
for anybody else. Yeah.
A lot
so
of hours.
congratulations, bro. It's super
Thank you.
cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I fucking love this. Cole, I know you got something to say. I can tell.
No, it's just fucking epic. I mean, but now you know that, like, even like, let's say, you know, you're not feeling it. You don't want to work out one day. You look down at that wrist and you fucking know like what time it is. Like you've already
It's Rolex
you've
time,
already,
bro.
you've already yeah. So but now you know like you've had the discipline. You went through this crazy fucking transformation. You look down at that watch. It's symbolizing everything you just went through.
Yeah.
It's symbolizing like the pandemic falling off the wheels. Yeah. Now it's you fucking being jacked with your fucking shirt off with your boys. Like that's
sure.
every time you look at that, that's what we think about. It's just fucking
For sure.
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
That's fine. it's the thing about this entire process was to inspire everybody, including us. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's like I said, I had the same kind of feeling probably like as buying my own as the giving away. And like the understanding that like this story, you watched Jesse's interview, right?
Yeah.
So
I
it's
did.
like your interview is going to spark the next, who knows, maybe the amount of people that do it next time is double the amount. So it's like, it's impactful, man, because of your discipline. That's why I always tell people, like, when you go like that next level, it impacts way more people than you realize. The people at work, your family start asking questions. Like, everybody starts asking questions when you start that separating level discipline. It's just what it is, bro.
Yeah.
And so, like, to understand, like Cole said, that'll always symbolize when you ain't on your shit, too. Like, well, fuck, remember what I was doing when I was doing this? You know what I mean? I think because I got mine sized where I can't really weigh over 195 and wear it on purpose. Because I was like, you know what? If I can't keep my shit together, I don't deserve to wear it.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's like little things like that are all around my life I do on purpose as kind of like, what's the stop losses? Stop loss. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. It's my stop loss, like on the stock market.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that's your stop loss. You can't wear the fucking rollie today. You better get your shit together. So anyway, I thought that made sense in my head. So it's like one of those. Yeah. So good.
Well, like the process itself, like when you're going through this, obviously it wasn't just rainbows and whatever the whole time, right?
Yeah.
No.
So why don't you talk about some of those fucking really hard times? Like you get off from a stressful week, it's Friday night, and you just want to fucking just go to town.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of tough times, as you'd imagine. So, again, having everybody's support really helped, but I also, once I lost about 20 pounds, I put up my weight. When I broke 200, I put like 200, 199, 198, all the way down to 173, because I was 50 pounds. I'm like, I'm getting there.
You knew that was the number.
So during my workouts, when it sucked to work out, like I had quotes up, like just throughout the basement, just looked at it the entire time. And then when I would lose the weight, cross each number off. So just having that visual motivation really helped me for those tough days.
As basic as that is, like you just surrounded yourself with the visual number, things that would inspire you even this much. Like, dude, I've done that stuff my entire life for the personal development, for quotes, it takes it all.
Yeah.
I think that's what I don't know if people realize. Like, to make a real change, whether it was a situation I was trying to do, like for my family, whether it's weight, like it takes all of it, all the time. You can't let your guard down.
Yeah.
It's too easy to fucking, especially with all the luxuries of life nowadays. It's too hard. So it's like all of that shit's so fucking important. It's not cheesy. See, I think that's what people think. They feel like they're fucking cheese balls.
Yeah.
But hey, stay the same, motherfucker, and watch me.
Yep, for sure.
Watch my cheesy
For
ass
sure.
over here.
Yeah.
Macaroni and motherfucking cheese. Fucking, that's a great question though. What was some of, like, was there a certain material that you really locked onto? That was like a certain book, certain quote, something that really like stands out?
There was a Jerry Rice quote that you brought up one
love that
time.
one, yeah.
I put up leave no doubt because I wanted to make it as easy for you guys as I could. Like, I wanted to leave no doubt that, like, you guys had to choose me.
I can confirm that.
I mean, to give you an idea, when we were going through this, you were automatically top 5 when we went through the first time. Like,
As soon as I saw it, I said that's the winner. Like,
Yeah.
no question. Like, as soon as Danny narrowed down, like, I think like the top 25 or something like that, I was like, that's my vote. Like, no one else. Like, I said like that's my number one.
we were all like double taking. We're like, holy fuck, that's the same dude.
Same person. Yeah, that's what my friend said too.
Well, no, when you watch the your weigh-in videos, the before and after.
So
before was
I'm so glad
insane.
I'm so glad we did that because, well, one, your tattoo is in the same spot, so that fucking helped, right?
Yeah.
But two, I was like, I want to see the fucking video because I want to see if this is fucking, if he lit it up weird. That's why we did that, because I know now as more and more people do it, that's going to be, a problem potentially.
Yeah,
and you don't want to think people would do that, but
Yeah. Another big motivation was one of your daily fires, the quit whining. I watched that shit for 2 straight weeks. I don't know, something about it. It fired me up, and like that's all I needed for those couple weeks.
So the reason why I do those, and there's now such a volume of it, is you never know which one is going to be the 3-minute. Because Eric Thomas has things like that I've listened to over the years, like the You Want You. Like there's these little like things you never know. The flamethrower thing's been like that for some people. So it's like that's why I think the consistently doing those twice a week, I'm going to find a few that do that for people, right? Over 300-400 of them whenever I do them. And so that's good to hear because I feel like those little lunge jolts are good for people from time to time. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Quit whining one.
Oh, love that.
I mean, at the end of the day, people
Quit
really don't
whining,
fucking
dude.
care. Like, no one cares.
Seriously.
Like, cry me a fucking river.
Yeah. It just
Yeah.
fired me up more. I just wanted
Fucking-
to dominate.
I love that.
I was ready.
My daughter was whining the other day on some shit, and I told Cole, I got on YouTube and looked up the Justin Timberlake song, "Cry Me a River," and I just started playing it, and I started singing it. She doesn't even know who Justin Timberlake is. I don't think. I mean, she knows, but they don't listen to it. She's fucking like 12, And I'm like, "Cry me a river." I'm like, no one cares. It's just fucking truth. But when you can understand that, I mean. At the end of the day, this is really a lonely situation, bro, because the discipline all comes down to you. Mm-hmm. Obviously, all of that stuff around you helps, but you've built it in. Everybody got on board, and you put all the things around you, and it was a strategy, and it was successful.
Yep.
And that's what we're trying to teach.
For sure.
So can you talk about like the first like initial like day that you started? Like was it like a hard cut? Or did you gradually go into it? Because that's probably the hardest part for people is starting. Mm-hmm. So, like, what was that like? Did you just tell your girlfriend, like, this is what we're doing, and immediately it was?
That's how it was with diet, at least. I had never really lunged. Obviously, saw the great difference that made. But my boys that kind of talked me into doing it were like, you should probably get a base, like, the weekend before. Like, I had never lunged. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good.
They knew about the programming already.
They knew. So I did, like, 4 or 5 minutes of lunging. And I'm a wreck. Like, I'm just fucking done. So I didn't lunge for, like, the first half of the week. But the diet I was all in. Getting back to working out because I had taken 8-10 months off. Wow. It took a lot getting back into that. Yeah. And the first weekend I worked out with my boy, we just did a bunch of curls and shit. I was so sore I didn't lift for the whole first week. So I lost the whole week of working out because I hadn't worked out.
Yeah, you had
or else I would have lost
arms
more.
Are stuck like that.
No, it was miserable. So
wow.
Yep.
But I think once again, that's a lot of people's start point.
Yeah.
How was the fasting transition, like going from?
Well, and he studied dietetics too.
Yeah. So I mean, I always knew what to eat. So like just putting it in that time frame helped. And I like healthy food. I just chose not to do it for so long for some reason. So it wasn't. Yeah. Valid point.
Yeah, right. That's a great way.
It wasn't. It wasn't a huge transition. I mean, it was a big transition from how I'd eaten, but I knew how to eat, so it wasn't that big of a transition for me, maybe than the normal person.
Yeah, because you're already kind of into it. Well, what I told him, I was like, look, the best thing that I've ever done in my career was I have, very different narratives than everyone else. I'm different. I've been, since the day I got the fucking job in the coal mine, I knew I was going to be fucking different, right? And I told him, like, as going in, taking the boards, becoming a dietitian, understanding the fasting, understanding the normal, having this story, bro, what? People are going to go to his website when they go to, like, contract him to be their dietitian and go, this motherfucker gets it. Like, this happened because you know what it's like to lose 50. When I lost 50, because I went to 240 once, right? When I lost 50, dude, it fucking sucks. I know, because I wasn't always like, I was always a skinny dude. I wasn't always like super ripped, but I was like, when I got like straight up like fat and like cellulite on my fucking hamstrings and on my fucking abs, and my wife was asking like, did I sign up for this guy or did I sign up for the other guy? Like, like, I mean, joking around, but it was fucking real. And then like I lost 20 and I still weighed fucking 210. Or I'm sorry, still weighed 230. I was 220, so I can't add 220. And I was like, fuck, I've still got like a long ways to go.
Yeah.
So like it was like a pretty shitty fucking process. So I just could identify way more with the customers after I went through that.
Same.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so my point is, your value just went up because
I've been there before.
It's huge, dude.
Yep.
You know how it physically and emotionally feels.
And it's it's not easy, or everybody would do it. So, yeah.
All right, now we're gonna ask. You got the rollie. What's next? Like, what's your next move?
Curls.
I mean, I don't know that I'm ever gonna take this off.
Yeah, that's
First
normal.
of all,
That's normal.
Rap video.
yeah.
You got what?
Yeah,
You
a rap
said-
video.
Yeah. Facts. We try to do that once a week here at least.
Yeah.
You got that.
So you're really basically now, it's like you were kind of talking, you're studying to try to pass this and really
Yeah.
kind of start your own thing, right?
Yes,
this
that's
would be
the end goal. So
This would be a springboard. I told him make sure to get your guys' contact info too in case he needs some of this footage. I think that'd be really key.
yeah.
The what's some of the, I'd like to do some like one-off stuff just so like people can get some sound bites. So like what's the two things that were such like a staple for you daily, like in a routine that kind of helped you lock in? Like what was a couple like tips you can give somebody that's looking, they're at the spot where it's like they're going to go cold turkey, they're going in, like did you work out at the exact same time every day? Was there like what's a couple things that were like they locked you?
Working out at a similar time definitely helps.
So there was a structure there.
Yeah. I worked out later, so
Okay.
I didn't work
That's
out.
good.
in the
I'm glad
morning,
it's different.
So
That's good.
It was different, but the biggest
Like
thing,
what time? Like you talking like 7, 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
a little late.
Okay.
It was typically like 7, but
Okay.
just have a plan. Like when you don't have a plan food wise, that's when you go off the rails. So having the plan of I know what I'm going to have this day and this day and this day, so I'm locked in. Nothing can change my mind. That's probably the biggest thing I would tell a new person.
Yeah.
Because that's the easiest way to get off the
No
path.
decision to make.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to have to make the decision or drive by McDonald's like, oh, I'm hungry. Like,
Well,
no, like you know exactly what
It's your
you're going to
fucking
get.
tray.
Here's what I yes, Ocho versus science.
Ocho versus
Trey versus science. The thing I'll tell you about that is I remember when I would not prepare and I was super busy, those lights look so much brighter.
For sure.
You drive by and you're like, I never knew the McDonald's sign was that fucking bright. It's because you're
Oh, I
fucking
know
starving. Yeah, I know you fucking know. But yeah, which is great, fucker. That's hash browns looked so good the other
I
day
can't
too.
wait
You
to see what
fuck.
he gets today.
Yeah. So, but I think that if that's like, we cut this out as a piece item, like two things that were huge for Josh. It's like, boom, I worked out at a similar time, which is for us the 4 a.m. thing. It's what it. No one can disrupt that.
Yep.
If I disrupt it, it's because I'm choosing to disrupt it. That's why I would say, like, I am in town. I'm going to be here.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. These guys just see me hobble in, half fucked up. I'm still here. So it's like I'm not doing the shit what the one dude was doing, but whatever. So it's like, sorry. That's probably mean, but whatever. The other thing is the preparation, because like even now, like when I know exactly what those next 2 meals are for the AF, you're in. Like you have to once again choose and go around it to fuck it up.
Yep.
That's fucking good. We need some other shit like that. What else you got, Cole?
Just go off that. The biggest mindset for me is I always say that the food I eat is fuel, not fucking enjoyment. Because like Michaela, like will always want to cook like some dinner, and she has to eat something different. I'm like, I want the same fucking meal. Like I'll eat the same thing over and over again because I know the results it will bring.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I get that, and that's what I did. I had chicken, fish, some ground beef, but but those were my 2 staples. They could be plain. It really didn't matter to me. My girlfriend didn't understand I did it, and then with my vegetables. But like you said, like I did a lot of the same stuff throughout the whole thing.
How do you? So your question too is like, how do you mind shift it to that? Because I think that's a hard.
I like that fuel. The fuel thought is like it's. I mean, you're enjoying it. Like you need the food. It's enjoyable to eat, but it is fuel for your workouts, for your goal.
Yeah.
Were you 101 the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. Well, the other thing is like I've never really looked at normal meals as enjoyment. So I think that might be also part of the problem. Like people are like, I need to enjoy every meal. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, like Friday, Saturday, like the shit, like that's what it's kind of like drinking. Like, okay, on Tuesday, is there really a reason for you to be drinking? Like, what event is going on?
Almost never.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's really the same thing. Like, do we have to have like some blown out fucking unbelievable meal where you're eating a salad but it's got 2,000 calories on it because it's got 9 fucking cranberries and fucking this and fucking that's what happens.
Yeah.
It's what happens. And it's not even healthy by the time you get to the end of it and you got some fucking wontons on it or something. Like, it's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't get all that. But yeah, the fuel thing, but people never understood that with me either. I had a hard time articulating it.
Yeah.
But you have to be that way.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Well, and you start to see how certain foods start to affect you, especially when you're
That's where we need to go
eating
next.
consistently, and then you eat like fucking pizza or whatever it is.
I'm glad you transitioned to that because the biggest thing is you learn your body to an entirely different level when you go this deep on a process. Talk about that, I think. Wah wah.
The experiment.
Yeah.
So typically I would only have 1 cheat meal a week, and that was just a Chipotle burrito.
Love it.
That was my go-to.
Overly filled you up probably too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, but it was great.
Yeah, of course.
And but towards the end, a couple months in, I felt just so in tune with my body. And I remember Jesse listening to his podcast last year, and he said, like, I had a tortilla, and, like, I didn't understand it at the time. But then when I got to that point, I'm like, okay, like, I was kind of tired. I was kind of sluggish during that workout. I might need a little bit of
something,
rice or some sort of carb just to get me up for my next workout, because I might be just a little low. And, like, I had never been in that tune with my body, and I don't even know how to explain it.
I would argue that most people never get there.
Yeah.
But if you can, it's like the entirely next level, literally for the rest of your life. Now you understand what that feels like, but you only get to master things like that when you are this disciplined. So when I would tell people like, yeah, I'm feeling a little dry, my insulin, like my fucking glycogen feels low, which is what you just explained. People are like, huh? Like, it's so, but once, it's just like anything else, once you can dive deep enough and understand it, then you become, especially if you're going to be in the industry too, on top of it, that's how you need to be.
Yeah.
But I think, getting in the weeds to that level, it's amazing because Jesse was one of our first couple episodes.
Yep.
As we went to the app. The first
first.
episode to the app after B&B. Yeah, it's perfect. Fucking love it. I can't believe that's been a year.
You said you wanted to beat Jesse, though. I remember that, right?
Yeah, so my original
Shout
goal
out
was,
to Jesse.
Shout out Jesse. My original goal was 50 pounds because, like, I knew mid 170s. Like, I've been there. It's been a while, and I've had abs. So I'm like, all right, I can get to that point. I know I'll look good. And then I watched the interview, and he's like, I saw he got to 50. I'm like, I have to beat that.
Yeah.
So that was the goal. So I stopped at 173, like on the paper on the wall, and then I went like all the way down to 170. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Can you talk about, so like you started at 220 and then you said that like within the first few weeks you dropped like 10 immediately. How great did you feel like after that?
So the first week I lost about 10, and I already felt good, and then it was 3 pounds a week throughout, basically, until the last week I pushed pretty hard and dropped a little bit, but I just continually just felt better, happier, healthier. It was just
basically just snowballed where like I already feel so good, like I want to feel even
better.
I
don't want to eat that because like I know how that makes me feel. I don't want to go back to that. So that was big.
Still on that. The addiction to feeling good is so fucking important because most of the world doesn't even realize how shitty they feel because they've been feeling like that for so fucking long. And so that's one of the things I come back to with the fuel thing when people ask me. I know what the result it yields me, like Cole said, and I know how I'm going to feel and how effective I'm going to be in work as a person, whatever it is. So like, why would I want to the enjoyment of something doesn't outweigh me being addicted to feeling how good I feel just in everyday life. Yeah. People's insulins are up and down so much they feel like shit. They're hammering whatever's in the fucking vending machine. They're slamming a fucking monster to come up from the fucking shit they ate there. And then it's like they just and they're so hungry because they don't plan. They're eating everything they ate tied down when they get home. And it's a fucking vicious cycle, bro.
How often do you see that at the 9 to 5? People just slam energy drinks.
Oh my god!
I saw that nationwide all the time.
Yeah,
I can't. It was bad.
They're fucking banging the fucking vending machine, bro.
Would that be a daily fire?
Yeah.
Don't bang the vending machine.
Yes. Don't bang the fucking vending machine. Jeez.
Shout out corporate America.
Yeah. But I mean, it's real.
It is.
When I would meet with clients back in the day that would come from office environments, I would say, and they would tell me, yeah, I'm just tired. I was like, let me see if I can pinpoint your day. And I would lay that all out, and they're just like, I mean, it's just normal. You went to Olive Garden for lunch today, didn't you? And then you fucking ate the free breadsticks, and then you're fucking falling asleep at fucking 2 p.m. at your desk, like, you know. So yeah. So it's like that's crazy. Where else? Where we go from here? Go ahead, man.
So like early days, going back like maybe pre-college, growing up and everything. Like, what were you just like involved in sports? Were you like a generally healthy person or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was always played high school basketball, college, but I was always one of the more in shape ones with my friends.
Got it.
Kind of
had
weird
abs. For you to be in that spot.
I had never been that big. Like I'd always been in shape, which is why when I would show my friends, they're like, "I've never seen you." Like I still
don't know that guy.
Yeah, they have no idea because I've always been in shape. So it was
That's
How
interesting.
long was the process to get out of shape? Because it wasn't like it happened like
probably close to a year.
Okay,
I mean,
so just for a year, you just didn't really do much.
Quarantine hit. Hit. Wasn't seeing people. Just chill out inside. I didn't have the dumbbells at that time, so
Yeah, no one did. They were fucking.
Yeah, they were out.
So you really gained that amount of weight.
Yeah.
Fucking over. Wow.
A year.
Quarantine really fucking hit you in the mouth.
Oh yeah. I let it though.
Yeah, no, you
There's
did.
that mentality.
Wow.
That's good though, because everyone can look at that now. Because probably so many people have been affected by that.
Yeah,
Obviously.
1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. Cole, you got anything else? Trayvon, you've been. Yeah. What a great story, huh?
No, yeah, it's mad motivational.
Yeah, that was the
Every Rolex got a story, so.
That's what I heard.
For sure.
Yes. And just like me and Trey always say, like we have to create our own story. And that's what you fucking did.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
that's sick.
Yep.
And I've been speaking that noise forever, man, because it's life changing when you. So two things: you create your own story. This is a big win for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like you won the contest, but like in life, this is a win. So how does this not contribute to the confidence of when you start your business or anything else you tackle?
Yeah.
Because when you do some shit like this, it's just small wins, big wins. They all kind of combine together. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like overcoming, feeling the way you did. Like we talked about earlier, like when we were out there, like you don't even realize how it gets away from you sometimes. And even like 240, we talked about confidence on another episode. Like that was the first time in my life I was not confident. It's fucking weird. I fucking hated it.
Yeah. Same.
And so, you know what I mean? So it's like you don't even realize you're mildly depressed because I was looking for reasons not to take my shirt off. I'm always looking for reasons to take my fucking shirt off, right? When I feel good. And so because you work so hard for it. So it's like, you know, and this is something this will be good because we're capturing it, but there's been a few times in my life where I was really locked in. And when I was not locked in, I could go back to, there was a couple videos that were on bodybuilding.com, and I've done some video, like, and I would watch and I could see my confidence. I could fucking see it in the first 30 seconds on camera. And I remember what I was doing and what I was training for and how locked and how I was like so definite in my statements and just like, because I was just like a fucking killer. And so that's what you're just coming off of. So any of this content you can come back to when you need motivation, as some of those stop losses is huge. And also, like, I've done videos to myself before. Like, motherfucker, remember what it feels like right now. Remember what it felt like to receive that. That's some shit that's like life changing, bro.
For sure.
So you got to use it for everything. You know what I mean? So cool. Anything else, guys? Congratulations, bro.
Yeah,
got to fucking roll it.
You got to fucking roll it. Let's go. G in Roundtable. I'm your boy Corey G at Small Arms Danny at Trey Speed, the graphic gangster himself, Cole Susak, and the I Want Abs 2021 winner, Josh Carey.
Yes, sir.
All right, we out. Peace.